In order for one person to take home the coveted Golden Mouth in Foot trophy at the end of the year for being the most politically incoherent, we seek certain attributes. Clear voice, conviction in statements, and when a statement is analyzed, being more than just a little on the side of bat guano falling off the intellectual crossbar. Gunning hard to the top spot and already proving to be difficult to knock into second place, even with more than 10 months to go. Florida Democratic Representative Alcee Hastings, during a House Rules Committee hearing on a bill to repeal Obamacare, choosing to discuss matters with Republican Michael Burgess. In other words, the man messed with Texas.
It's because the administration hit the ball. Had the administration worked with the governors, we might be talking about an entirely different...
Had the administration worked with the governors, had the governors worked with the administration, we might not be in this position. I don't know about in your state, which I think is a crazy state to begin with, and I mean that just as I said it. Some of the policies... Mr. Burgess doesn't have the time, Madam Chair. But I have the time.
Mr. Hastings interrupted Mr. Burgess.
Excuse me, Madam Chair. I didn't interrupt him. I reclaimed my time, and I think that that is the procedure here in this body.
But, Madam Chairman, the gentleman made a very defamatory statement about my state, and I will not stand here and listen to it.
Well, fine. Then you don't have to listen. You can leave if you choose. I told you what I think about Texas. I wouldn't live there for all the tea in China, and that's how I feel. Now, for all intents and purposes, I know what my state did, which is in many respects coming close to being just as crazy, and that is they did not expand Medicaid.
I believe the time is mine in the sequence.
Dr. Burgess is recognized.
Madam Chair, I'm not going to speak on the bill for the Rules Committee, but I do feel that I need to say that as a member of Congress, I'm used to attacks and invective being tossed my way. That's part and parcel of the territory. But there is no reason at all to impugn the people, the governor of a state of this country. And I will await the gentleman's apology, and I yield back.
You will wait until hell freezes over.
The gentleman...
For me to say anything in an apology. I would apologize to you if I was directing my comments to you. I was commenting about the state that you happen to be a resident of.
I believe the gentleman.
So I will not apologize.
The gentleman from Texas controls the time. I mean,
the gentleman
I just do not see the value in a member of this Rules Committee hurling invective towards a state and its people and its governor. It's just uncalled for, and there is no reason that any member of this committee should do that.
The gentleman from Florida does not have the floor.
Alcee Hastings, once as a U.S. District Judge in Florida, charged with taking a bribe of $150,000 and who got off because his alleged co-conspirator refused to testify in court, who was subsequently impeached for bribery and perjury by a vote of 413 to 3, then convicted in '89 by the U.S. Senate, which was controlled by Democrats, becoming only the 6th federal judge in the history of the United States to be removed from office by the Senate, who said of then VP candidate Sarah Palin that she didn't care much about what people like her do with Jews and blacks, who spent over $24,000 in taxpayer cash to lease a luxury hybrid sedan, who's been accused of sexual harassment by a staff member and was ranked in 2012 as the #1 member of the House of Representatives for paying salaries and fees to family members, and, not done, who has been continually elected in the Sunshine State since 1992 by those who believe he's the honest and right man for the job. Hey, say what you will about Texas, but when it comes to crazy, the congressman knows from where he speaks and helps us understand why, no question involved, why people in Texas and others around the nation often refer to his home state as Florida. That could indeed be part of the politically incoherent winner for the year. Don't worry, Congressman. We think you'll have plenty of competition between now and December. Rock on, true believers. Thanks so much for joining us. Middle of the week all done. Let's head right down towards Friday. 2 days to go until we get there. Join us Thursday on the only show that questions everything, and proud of it, as a matter of fact. This is MidPoint.